Alright guys, I think we're going to be live here relatively soon. Alright guys, I think we're going to be live here relatively soon. Alright guys, and I was just hearing myself in the background. We are getting close here to the arrival. Let's see here. Getting close to the top of descent anyway. We are over San Juan. Inbound to Princess Juliana. Let's see here. Probably get down to 2600. We've got ATC all the way, it seems. Does it really 727? That's awesome. Well, there you go. We'll do the 727 today. That's funny. Hey, Timeless Films and Media. How you doing, Dave? How's it going? It's good to see you. Nate the Great. How are we, sir? So we're just dialing down actually to 1600 here for the approach. Yes, sir, on Vatsim. Ah, okay. So, we do have San Juan approach, or San Juan Center rather. I'm grateful that you're here, Dave. I really am. Good to see you again. Good to have you back. So we are, yeah, like I said, we've got ATC all the way down. There's top of descent coming up. So let's start getting prepped here. Runway 10. Put some fixes in here. Let's see. 40 times 3 is 120. Minus 3 is 117. So that's about where our top of descent should be. And it's pretty close. We're a little bit early, so that's good. Next one we want is 25 miles. That's where we want to make. Well, we probably don't have to make a radio call today. And 15 is where we want to start our configuration. So we'll put that in. So these range rings that I'm putting in are just reminders to myself of what I want to be doing at that particular point in the flight. And then 10 miles I like to be relatively well configured. So that's that. Now we can do, well, I suppose first things first, here we've got some weather. Get some weather, and then we can start thinking about planning here. Alright, we're going to hide that. Let's go. Let's go here. Let's get some weather. Winds is 060 at 10. Yeah, Nate the Great, it's unbelievable. It's, I mean, I'm in central New York, and we're in the same boat. I mean, altimeter 1017, so that's good. Just gonna open this just a little bit more, so I can get that side panel. Okay, so now let's start briefing the approach. So I like briefing my approaches like I read left to right, top to bottom. Papa Juliet Mike VOR 113.0 both sides. Oh, I went the wrong way, but that's okay. Go 113.0, go 113.0. Alright, got that both sides. Final approach course 096. We'll dial that in. Dial that in. What's our current heading? 137. Alright, let's see. De Beer 1600 we've already got dialed in. Am I in VNAV path mode? I am. Oh no, Andrew, I didn't see that. That's wild. I will definitely check that out. Apologize if I didn't get back to you sooner. Let's see. Decision height is 500 feet. So we'll dial that in. 500. Let's see. 500. And then a neat little trick in the 737. Go up top. Source all one. Source back to auto. And you've got your minimums on both sides. I like doing things the lazy way. Airport elevation 14 feet. That's good to go right there. Missed approach. Climbing. Track 180 degrees. Climbing to 4,000. Passing 2,600 within 10 BME. Left turn direct. Papa Juliet. Mike VOR and hold. So that'd be a nice. That'd be a nice direct entry into the non-standard left-hand holding pattern. Left-hand pattern because there's a hill right here. Alright. So that's good. What else we got? Fucking top of descent. Alright, we still got a little bit to go. Alright, what else we got? DME required. Timing authorized for defining the newest approach point. Transition level is 6,500 feet. Hey, El Bapino, how are you? And Brew Pilot. How's Brew Pilot doing? Awesome to see you here. Brew Pilot, a channel member. Love to see him back. Let's see here. Transition level is 6,500 feet. What did I say the altimeter was? 1017. So let's switch over to HPA 1017. So I gotta remember 6,500 feet. We got the mist. So we'll be coming Uluba. Let's see here. We'll be coming Slugo. Sliding in here to Uluba on a 10-mile final for the VOR Zulu. So
Wings 6299, Miami Center offline, order service terminated, frequency change approved.
You know, Nate, it's weird. People have very different experiences with these drivers.
Order service terminated, frequency change approved.
I don't know if I can give you a good answer on that one. I've never.
Thank you. This is Chinchinicom. Thank you for ATC service. Have a great day.
I've never had crashing issues with this since I got my new computer in fall of 22. I've never had crashing issues at all.
Mike 1138 at Palace Discretion, maintain flight level 150.
So maintain flight level 150, American 1138.
That's at Palace Discretion.
Roger. I'm probably about 45 from top of descent.
Roger.
Alright, alright, so Uluba inbound 096 intercepted De Beer 1600. You see this glide slope here, this 2.98 degrees. It's kind of a fake one. And what it is, this CDFA right here, that's constant descent final approach. So this is a VOR approach. This is a non-precision approach. There's no vertical guidance for this approach. But with the CDFA, this is the new thing with the FAA and apparently with a cow as well. They used to encourage you to do what we used to call, which I find both of these terms hilarious, either chop and drop or dive and drive. So you would come along at 1,600 feet, you'd hit De Beer, and you'd just dive for 500 feet not as fast as you could, but you get down because you only got 2.9 miles from De Beer to your missed approach point. So you cross De Beer at 1,600 and drop right down to 500 feet and level off at 500 feet and fly along until the 2.0 DME from the VOR, right? But what they want you to do now is basically a steady descent that will get you to the missed approach point at 500 feet, and that's what the CDFA is. So what happens is the FMC in your aircraft computes basically a pseudo glide slope for you that will get you from De Beer at 1600 to your missed approach point at about 500 feet. So that's where they get this descent angle of 2.98 degrees. Once we calculate landing speeds, we'll know. Let's see here. What am I looking for? Prog page. All right, we got 9.9 right now. We're going to be on the ground with 8.8, so that's 1.1. 130.9 minus 1.1, 129.8. I've been jazzed to get back in this airplane again after such a long time, because it's just been it's been fun. It's been really fun. It's kind of like getting the
10-1 Center,
back.
Caribbean 280 on the ground at B5 and requesting IFR clearance over to Princess Juliana.
There's Timeless Films and Media right there. All right, we'll go flaps 30, 141. Add the wind correction, so 146. So figure ground speed, we're gonna be about 700 feet a minute on the descent. You figure final approach. Excuse me.
Caribbean 280, sign 1, you need to follow flight path.
So you figure we'll be about 700 feet on.
Say again for Caribbean 280. You need to follow flight path.
Let's see here. I don't have the, I'm not an Airbus guy, Nate. I've been tempted. I just I've never really flown Airbus. Now that I understand the ATR, I would probably have an okay time of it in terms of programming the FMC and stuff, but I've just never gotten into the 737 or the A320. What am I talking about? All right, so we've got 128.95 in the backup. That's Juliana approach. One thing I forgot to do.
Center, Caribbean 280, flight plans live.
One thing I forgot to do at the start of this flight was
Caribbean 280, clear to Princess Juliana Airport via radar vector sharp, then I saw maintain 13,000, squawk 5525.
So.
Having a good day. Traffic 147 calling Terminal 10 at the count 1, ready for departure.
Clear to Princess Juliana, radar vector is LARP, then as filed, 13,000, squawk 5525, Caribbean 280. Caribbean 280, back correct, call for taxi, expect runway 74 departure. We'll call for taxi, Caribbean 280. Airline 3147, Santa Center, wind unknown on the 8 clear for takeoff.
Over 8 clear for takeoff. Runway 10 clear for takeoff. Everybody over.
Top of descent coming up here. There we go. Bombasso, how are you, sir? What's going on? So I did yesterday. I streamed that entire flight from Hanover to Tenerife, and I figured that was probably a little bit excessive. So I figured what I'll do if I'm doing like daily flights like this is I'll just try to time a stream to match my descent so we can do the interesting part of the flight. So I'll do these occasionally, like when I have time. Just happened to work out today. All right. I always double check things like 47 times. Alright, so let's go prog page. Okay, so we got about 20 minutes until we hit Uluba. Yeah, JJ, that's the talk of the town.
47, 010. Temperature 5,000.
3147, radar contact cloud and maintain flight level 280.
This is our final approach course right here. That is the 276-degree radial out of the VOR. So my landing in Tenerife yesterday was okay. Wasn't that great. I mean, it was the first time I've flown this plane. And
1 Center, American 1338 at Princess Juliana, ready to taxi.
First time I've flown this plane in quite a while, so I guess I just...
American 1338, San Juan Center, standby.
Check on Volanta here, how close I'm getting to. So just before Slugo, we'll get a frequency change to...
Orange 3147, proceed direct at Coney.
We'll get a frequency change to Juliana approach. I remember when I first started flying jets, I had no idea what the heck I was doing. I used to be at like 10,000 feet right here by the Virgin Islands, just like crawling along. Because I was so scared of slowing the airplane down and getting at the right altitude and everything.
And American 1338 via Charlie and a backtrack, land up away runway 10.
By Charlie, then backtrack, American runway 10, American 1338.
So it's almost the waiting that gets me when approaches like this. This one's a hairy one.
American 1338, this whole position looks like the United ahead of you is not moving. You can follow him.
Okay, I'll follow the United
kind of,
American 1338.
Can you guys hear the Vatsim controllers, by the way? I assume so. But you guys want to know what airplane I'm really excited about is the PMDG 777. That is going to be insane. That is going to be... Okay, cool, Mabaso, thank you. That is going to be...
San Juan Center,
amazing.
91, ready to push back 83.
Yeah, you know...
Orange 91, San Juan Center, push start approved facing west, QNH 1017.
Push and start approved face west, 91.
Tell me if that sound is better... Tell me if that volume is better for the Vatsim controller now. I think I was able to turn it down.
American 1138, expect the R9 runway 10 after Slugo, proceed direct to Vatsim.
Is that better? Oh, sweet, nice.
American 1138, expect the R9 runway 10 after Slugo, proceed direct to Vatsim.
American 1138, if I could get the VOR Zulu, that'd be great.
Sure, in that case, you cleared for the Uluba 1 arrival, expect the VOR Zulu runway 10.
Alright, Uluba 1, then VOR Zulu 10 American 1138. Thanks. And hopefully my voice is...
United 1544 Juliana, ready taxi runway 10.
Hopefully my voice isn't too loud.
At 1544, center taxi to Holland Point Alpha.
Taxi to Holding Point Alpha, United 1544.
And El Bapino, I think the best thing for, and that's Anegada right there. That's a really cool island in the British Virgin Islands. You can see the little runway right here.
Delta 995 stand A4 requesting push and start.
Delta 995, center squawk 4536, hold position.
Yeah, Nate, somebody else had already gotten the 1136 call sign on Vatsim before I logged on, so I had to take 1138. But El Bapino, I think
Delta 995, squawk 4536 on hold position.
I think
6 and hold position, Delta 995.
I think updating the DLSS version and using the frame gen mod, just those two things alone is like 90% of it. So that's a really quiet island with like nothing going on, which is my kind of place. Alright, so 45 from Slugo. Pilot's starting to get nervous. Yeah, Nate, Volanta's got El Bapino, yeah, if you want to use the DLSS tweaks version, you have to use 1130 or 3.1.30. Yes, that is correct.
That one center, Spirit 91, ready for taxi.
Sterling 91, follow the American 737 to Holland Point Alpha.
Holding Point Alpha, following American Spirit 91.
Delta 995, push into
Fidgeting here in my chair.
Sorry, can you repeat that, Delta 995?
Delta 995, push us to taxiway Charlie face north.
But El Bapino, you only have to use the frame gen tweaks thing if you want to use DLSS ultra quality.
American 360 Miami off line radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Under 22.8, thanks for the ATC, good day, American 360.
So, I'm just using stock DLSS quality right now. Alright, 36 from Slugo.
Someone United 1544, holding Point Alpha for runway 10.
1544, turn right, direct to Juice, wind 060 at 10 knots, runway 10, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 10, and then the right turn heading Juice, United 1544.
So the reason I picked the VOR Zulu instead of the RNAV approach is because they were talking some rain this afternoon, and I wanted the lower minimums. The VOR Zulu approach is about 200 feet lower minimums.
1138, descend and maintain flight level 110.
So maintain 110 American 1138. So I wanted the lower minimums just in case it turns out that there is some rain when we get there. Okay, we're not high. I was gonna say I'm gonna start slowing it down just because we're about 10 knots faster than the
American 1338, land up away, runway 10.
About 10 knots faster than the FMC speed right now.
Wait, runway 10, American 1338.
Kev, I have a wireless headset with my Track IR5 thing clipped to it, and then external speakers. And that's a good plane to do the Caribbean tour, and that'd be a fun one. You're gonna enjoy that. All right, 20 from Slugo. I'm just keeping an eye right here to make sure I don't get high on profile. If I do, yeah, see a little bit there. But if I do start getting high on profile, I will bring out the speed brakes here. But once I level off, I'll slow down quick, so no big deal. So Juliana approach is off, so yeah, we're starting to get a little bit high, so I will bring out some speed brakes. Slow us down a wee bit. It's kind of nice to take a break from this plane and come back. You really appreciate how good it is. Alright, De Beers a 5-mile final.
American 1338, turn right direct to Juice, wind 0608 knots, running 10, clear for takeoff.
Right direct to Juice, runway 10, clear for takeoff, American 1338.
Actually, my apologies, right turn direct to Gouda.
Right to Gouda, American 1338.
Now at 1544, radar contact, climb to 6,000, climb maintain, flight level 360.
I don't know why.
Flight level 360, United 15 Blue.
I don't know why they stop us out here at 11,000, but they do.
Bearings 91, runway 10, line up away.
Line up away, Spirit 91.
Because of this.
1138, just gonna maintain 2,600, QNH 1018.
So maintain 2,600 QNH 1018, American 1138. See, I did not want to capture at 11,000. And so I was waiting right on the altitude window to make sure. It said 1018. I did not want to capture at 11,000. Because that would have been a pain to adjust. There's Anguilla, which is a nice sign. Always good to see Anguilla. Did we get kicked out of ENAV path mode?
Delta 995, requesting taxi from Alpha 4.
Delta 995, taxi to Alpha.
Taxi to Alpha Delta.
Alright, I'm not happy right now. If we don't start descending after Slugo, I'm gonna have to make a... it was slowing down. Alright, all good. All good.
Bearings 91, turn right direct to Juice, wind 0608 knots, runway 10, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, turn right to direct to Juice, Spirit 91.
Alright. Alright, showtime. Time to fidget in my chair, get myself comfortable.
FedEx 2256 now for the ATC frequency can you approve?
Thank you for that, 256.
American 3830 radar contact crossing 5200, cloud maintain flight level 180.
I maintain 180, American 1338.
And one center,
25
Charlie,
from
Miami,
Yuba.
Kilo, hello. Requesting clearance to Princess Juliana, right, Chicago.
And where's your location?
At the moment at Tango November Charlie Mike Airport. Sorry, Tango November Charlie here.
Alright, up speed
your
is
I-4
104.
Sorry?
And your IFR correct?
Affirm.
Alright, clear from the crystal box. Delta 995, line up away 1810.
Line up runway 10 Delta 995.
American 1138, clear for the VOR Zulu runway 10.
Cleared VOR Zulu runway 10, American 1138.
Bearings 91, radar contact crossing 2600, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Alright, so I'm going to bring it back to my up speed here. Up speed in the 737 is
Bearings 91, radar contact at 2700,
flaps 40,
climb and maintain
approach
flight
speed
level
plus
320.
70. So, hello Anguilla.
Delta 995, turn right direct to Jerusalem 0608 knots runway 10, clear for takeoff.
Alright.
Delta 995, turn right direct to Juice, wind is 0608 knots, runway 10, clear for takeoff.
Alright, everything good.
Turn right, cleared to take off 10 Delta 995.
Delta 995, right turn direct to Juice.
Right turn direct to Juice 95.
San Juan Center, Caribbean 280, ready to taxi.
There's 25
Caribbean
miles.
280, runway 7, taxi via Charlie.
Taxi via Charlie, runway 7, Caribbean 280.
Charlie X-ray leaving in from Kilo Clearance.
Short of runway 10 at San Juan, IFR to St. Martin.
I'm sorry, who was
Okay.
that calling for clearance? Tunnel?
November 396 Charlie Tango, holding short of runway 10 at St. Juan for IFR to St. Martin.
November 396, Charlie Tango, wind 10.5, running 10, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 10, 396 Charlie Tango.
Alright, about 10 miles from Yuluba, I want to
Charlie
start.
X-ray Lima uniform Kilo Clearance.
Right, copy.
Charlie X-ray Lima uniform
I want to
Kilo
start
Clearance, Princess
really
Juliana
getting serious about
maintain
configuring.
7,000, Squawk 2234.
Roger, word cleared to Princess Juliana and we'll climb and maintain 7,000, walking 2234, and we are ready for push to start.
He cleared me for the approach, so I can clear
Charlie X-ray Lima uniform carried it back is correct. Your release
down
for
to
departure, call me
1600.
airborne disk frequency when passing 3000.
Get my crosswind here.
Passing 3,000, Charlie to me.
Delta 995, radar contact crossing 3,300, climb and maintain flight level 360.
First degree of flaps.
Climb and maintain flight level 360, Delta 995.
San Juan Center, Caribbean 280, holding short, runway 7 on Charlie.
Caribbean 280, back taxi runway 7, unadvised and ready for departure.
Back taxi, runway 7 and roll advised, ready for departure, Caribbean 280.
Alright, 10 from Yuluba. I'm definitely slowing down and configuring early, but that's what I want. Everybody else is outbound, so I'm good. Five from Yuluba, I'm gonna go flaps 5, which again is early, but but that's what I want. Okay. Arm the speed brake. Hopefully I can just leave that there.
Almost in a turbine 280, ready for departure.
Dial it down to 700.
Turbine 280, fly runway heading, wind 070 at 12, runway 7, clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, clear for takeoff, runway 7, turbine 280.
Ben, schönen guten Abend. Alright, 5 from you, Luba. Let's go flaps 5. Which again is early. This is early, but I don't like doing low drag approaches. Especially coming in here. Flaps 5. Flaps 5. Anguilla, nice to see you. We're going to dial back to 164 here pretty soon. 3 from Yuluba. Go 164. So you get your flap, you get your up speed, which is that speed right there. So your flaps 40 speed, your flaps 40 approach speed plus 70. And then your flaps 1 speed is 20 below that, and then your flaps 5 speed is 20 below that. Your flaps 15 speed is 20 below that. Just easy way to keep it all
November 396 Charlie Tango, radar contact, climb
in mind.
file of a 230, say altitude.
Alright, we'll go flaps 15.
Passing 4,000.
So once we turn,
Flight level 23000, 396 Charlie Tango.
396 Charlie Tango, clear direct Lugo.
Clear direct Lugo, 396 Charlie Tango.
nah, he's all upset now. Yeah, because it wants me to drop the gear. So I'll just wait here for a second. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. Should go away here in a second. Alright.
Mike 1138, 106 at 8, runway 10 clear.
Cleared for the approach. Runway 10, American 1138, or cleared to land, American 1138. Alright, we're looking for 2500, and I'll go gear down flaps 15. Looking to beer 1600 feet. Alright, there we go, gear down. Flaps 15.
3,000 feet, Charlie X-ray, they might still.
Charlie X-ray, leave my uniform, Kilo Squawk 223,
And
one more
we'll
chop.
dial this back to VRUF plus 5, which is 146.
Oh, sorry, Will Squawk Mo, Charlie 2234, sorry, Charlie, position still.
And once we hit 2 from De Beer, we will go flaps 30. Alright, gear down 3 green. Speed brake is armed. Flaps 30 is set.
Charlie X-ray, leave my uniform, Kilo
So,
radar contact,
looking to be in good shape here.
Southwest of Juliana. You know what, descend and maintain.
Ground speed's about 145.
QNH 1018.
QNH 1018 will descend and maintain 2,000.
That's about what we were looking for.
Visual approach for our Princess Juliana Charlie X-ray,
Alright, there's De Beer at 1600.
Charlie X-ray, remain from Kilo Town, heading 340, reduce speed 180.
Repeat please.
Charlie X-ray, remain from Kilo Town, heading 340, reduce speed 180.
Roger, we'll turn left heading 340.
Alright, I'm just gonna wait for those engines to spool up just a little bit, about
Did you
50.
just took off either with a jet?
Alright.
Alright, Charlie X-ray, remain from Kilo. He actually took out a Saba with the jet.
Sorry, what?
You actually took off all the Saba with the jet aircraft.
Hey, Shrimp.
Yeah. KBS 280, radar contact,
my airplane?
LARP.
Turn direct LARP, Caribbean 280.
Bearing 3147 Miami, offline radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Better flying, frequency speed out approved.
Stabilized. Hopefully this one's going to be boring. A little bit of left crosswind. Got a little bit slow there. It's a little bit
Charlie,
flat.
from Kilo, you should be on heading 340. Turn now to heading 270.
Turn right heading 370?
Left turn
Continue.
270.
Oh, sorry, 270.
Yeah, this is a little bit flat, this approach.
400.
Special aircraft, unfortunately, Sunwell Center is closing in 4 minutes.
200. 100. 50. 30. 20.
Charlie X-ray Lima, uniform Kilo, turn right heading 070 on the rollout. The airfield is going to be at your 1 or 2 o'clock in about 8 to 10
Floaty,
miles.
floaty, 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 floaty. Am I ever going to touch down?
Turn right heading 070 and let you
Jeez. That was terrible. That should have been a go around. That was atrocious.
American 1138, backtrack runway 10, vacate at Charlie, taxi to parking.
Backtrack 10, vacate Charlie, taxi to parking, American 1138. That was appalling. That was appalling. That, you know, that whole thing, I was flat. You saw I had 3 red, 1 white, right? Then I had 2 white, 2 red. Then I had 3 white, 1 red. So what that means is I came in under the glide path, and I just it was just flat. It was terrible, absolutely terrible. And that's why I floated. Is El Bapino, that's the I mean that's what I've always gotten with whoa, did you see that? With the DLDSR DLSS quality. Just looks good. So vacate Charlie, it'd be a good idea to know where Charlie was, wouldn't it? Alright. Yeah, that approach is just appalling. The whole thing. It's one of those things where it's like, it doesn't seem that bad to the untrained eye, but to me that was just terrible. That was just terrible. That's what's called dragging it in right there. So, San Juan Center, American 1138, we're clear the runway at Juliana. Thanks a lot for your help. Have a good evening.
Good evening, sir. Enjoy your day. Charlie X-ray Lima, uniform Kilo 10608, runway 10, cleared to land.
Yeah, it was
clear
just...
to land runway 10, Charlie X-ray Lima, Kilo.
Additional camp, San Juan is closing. Everyone change to advisory. Good day, guys.
That was just poor. Let's get ourselves parked here and I'll finish chastising myself. Alright. Alright. There's that. Now let's come up top. No. There we go. Boink, boink. Generator. Let's get the APU bleed. And we'll come down and cut the engines now that we can. Parking brake. Menu. Ground services. Let's get some chocks. Let's get some ground power. And I will talk you through why my approach was so poor. Alright. Turn these off. Turn the taxi light off so we don't blind anybody. Turn those off. Seatbelt sign coming off. Probes are steady. Come on. Anti-collision lights coming off. Engine hydraulics coming off. It was just a bad approach. And it wasn't hugely bad. It was just bad enough. It was just bad enough. It's amazing how with these airplanes, how little mistakes or little intolerances can really make you pay. Yeah, timeless film. Dame, I heard you just a little bit. Hey Wilbur, what's going on? So yeah, so if you watch this one back, it was just flat. The approach was flat. Everything was good. Everything was really good. I just I don't know, just a little bit flat. And when I came in, what's the word I'm looking for? When I flared, I just pitched the nose up just a little too much, and it was just enough to prevent a good landing. But that's all right. You know, it really is. Ground power is available. Hit that. We're here. We'll turn the APU off. APU bleed off. Alright, so here we are. We made it. I could have released a little bit of back pressure in the flare and dropped it on, but bad things happen when you push the nose down in the flare. Bad things happen. What I really should have done is just gone around. Like once you go past that marker right there and your wheels aren't on the ground, that's time to go around right there. It's time to go around. No questions asked. And I didn't do it. So I don't think my go around procedure in this airplane is would have been a very good demonstration of it. So it is what it is. The flight was successful. If you want to call it that. And yeah, we'll have a look here real quick. At our touchdown. Touchdown was 161 feet per minute, but again, it wasn't anything to write home about. So, that's that. We're done here. Tomorrow at 3:30 is the group flight starting out of Haiti and heading over to Jamaica. For anybody who wants to join, I will be in the Britain Norman Islander, which should be a good time. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks a lot. And Dame, good luck, best of luck to you as you come in. And Elba Pino, always good to see you. Thank you, sir. Bonsoir. And yeah, I'm trying to remember my French, but it's not working. But Kev, Ben, guten Abend noch, schönen Abend noch. Bonsoir. And hey, Wilbur, it happens to us all, man. It happens to us all. So Elba Pino, Kev, JJ, Nate the Great. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming along. Bombasso. Awesome, Wilbur. Cool. That's great. Guten Abend in German, exactly. Guten Abend. And I've got my head tracker still going, so I'm like moving around. And Brew Pilot, thank you, sir. Thank you again for coming along. And Dame, good landing to you, sir. He's probably actually not too far out now that I think about it. Let me see how far Dame is, and maybe we can see him. Dame's coming in. Dame's got maybe another 5 minutes. Maybe we'll hang out and we'll watch Dame's landing. Brew Pilot, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Hey Ben, schau mal wieder vorbei. Wir sind fast täglich unterwegs hier beim einen Sim Pilot Channel. So, freut mich, dich zu sehen und ja, schau mal wieder vorbei. Kevin47, what's going on? We're waiting to see if we can catch. Das freut mich, Ben. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. And let's see. Yeah, so you can tell the weather is a little bit iffy. I mean, not too bad, but pretty cool. So we'll see here. Where is? Yeah. So our friend Timeless Films and Media is going to be in here pretty soon. On the same approach that I just flew. He's on Vatsim as well, so we'll have a look. You know, as a matter of fact, what I can do, let's see here. Let's come down here, 122.8, and we can hear him on the, I think this is something I'm going to do more often, is just do these quick streams of the approach and landings. I tell you, it puts a little pressure on you when you got people watching. Oh man, so you still have it, Ben. That's amazing. That's amazing. You should fire it up and see if it still works. You can see Saba over there in the distance. And if you guys want to come down to Juliana, to St. Maarten, and have a great time, there's a hotel right here called Mary's Boon. And they've got, first of all, this beach is gorgeous. And then they've got an observation deck. Really nice people. The place is right on the water. And you can just sit there in the Caribbean watching jets land all day. It's phenomenal. Watching the Twin Otters take off, and they come straight over your head when you're in the water. It's really pretty sweet. So let's see here. Dame's got to be on about a 10-mile final here, I would think. Yeah. So, but yeah, I think I'm going to do these types of streams more often where I just take hack 45 minutes off the end of my workday and just, hey, Virtue Sim, how are you? I got your email, by the way. I apologize for not getting back to you. Yeah. So, well, actually, Virtue Sim, there's a hotel right here. This is where I love staying when I go to St. Martin. There's a hotel right here called Mary's Boone. They've got a great bar. It's right on the water. It's not expensive. They've got an observation deck, and you can just sit there and watch planes come in and out all day long. It's just awesome. It's so much fun. I can't believe how good like the scenery and the weather is. It's just amazing.
Princess Juliana Traffic Caribbean 280 is 10-mile final runway 10. Princess Juliana.
Yeah, Caribbean 280, clear to land, runway 10.
Well, we appreciate that clear to land, and we'll let you take any responsibilities for if we break the runway. Caribbean 280.
Virtue Sim, you were in the Dutch Coast Guard. Wow, that's fat. Yeah, there's I'm sure you know there's a Dutch Coast Guard stand right over on the opposite side, like right over in here. There's a Dutch Coast Guard. I don't know if it's I wouldn't quite call it a base, but like little Dutch Coast Guard unit over there. Okay, stationed in Curacao. Yeah, that seems like it would be a pretty cool gig, actually. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't as glorious as some might think, but that would have been a cool one. Scotty, first of all, you're welcome. Thanks for reaching out. Honestly, what I run on a daily, unless I'm streaming, what I run on a daily basis is just the Holy Grail settings and the frame gen mod. That's all I run. Just those two things, and it's just stunning. If I need to, I mean, you can, depending on what your hardware is. Like I've got a 3080 Ti, and if you don't have quite that performance, yes, you absolutely can run auto FPS or the dynamic LOD, whichever one you choose. Only one of the two of those. If you need a little bit more performance, but what I run on a daily basis is the Holy Grail and frame gen mod, and that's it. And there we see Dame in the distance coming in, no pressure. That is awesome, Albapino. That is awesome. So I can't tell you how much. Now I'm putting the pressure on poor Timeless Films and Media here, but I can't tell you. It's a completely different feeling when you're. I can't tell you how many videos I've started recording and then I bombed the landing, so I just never posted them. And streaming is a whole nother ballgame because whatever happens, people are going to see it. Really, the frame gen doesn't work. Huh. Albapino, I just find that there's never really that much movement in like the speed tape or the altitude tape that it should make a big difference. That it should be really blurry. And here he comes. This is looking smooth. This is looking smooth. This is looking very smooth. And he's going around. He did what I should have done. He did what I should have done. One thing about flying, guys, a go around is a positive maneuver. Never, ever, ever chastise yourself for a go around. A go around is always the right thing to do. You know why? Because if you didn't go around and you balled it up, you'd really wished you had gone around. If you're not happy with your approach for whatever reason, or you're outside of stable approach criteria, go around. Just go around. It's that simple. Never ever look at it as a negative thing. Never. Oh, stutters for time of film media. Yeah, that happens for sure. Yeah, El Pepino, exactly. It's a very little, very little. I mean, like if I look at it and I hit the, like if I roll the barrel, you can see it tune. I mean, if you're really spinning it, yeah. But I mean, on a regular descent, like you're just going like this. You know, there's nothing there as far as blur, as far as I'm concerned. To me, that looks fine. You know. Niet goed voorgaat. Yeah, that works. That works. No, I actually Bombasso. I don't know the always go around sign, but my instructor told me that real early on in flight training. He said going around is positive. Going around is positive. You know, yeah, El Pepino, I totally agree. I think that's perfectly fine. Get a little bit of a blur, but whatever. It's not a big deal. Um, calculate results. Hey, you're so welcome, Ben. You're very, very welcome. I'm glad to hear that. I'm so glad when I hear from people that had good success with that stuff because I know how frustrating the sim can be, and I know how much fun it can be, you know, when you get it right. So you're very welcome. I'm glad to hear that. All right, guys, it's been about an hour, so I should probably finish up my work day here. And but we'll be back tomorrow about 3:30. We'll do the group flight in Haiti, and I'm gonna try to post a flight plan so everybody knows where we're going, like what the plan is. I'm just gonna go across the water to Jamaica and up the north side of Jamaica. So 3:30 Bombasso, 3:30 New York time. So um, Mike, Dane, Bombasso, El Pepino, Ben, guys, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Scotty, be well, take care, and we will see everybody tomorrow. Kevin47, be well. Brew Pilot, thanks again, brother. Wilbur, appreciate it, guys. JJ, be well. Nate the Great. All right, guys, take care. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Hey, Scotty, cool. Glad to hear it. Come back and see us again. We'll be flying tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow late afternoon. About 3:30, we'll be doing some flying. All right, guys, take it easy. Daryl, be well. Thanks, man.